And you could also check out Steve Nash a little bit later on, but you're going to see him right now. And Michael Grady had the first question.
Hey, Coach, first thing, it's not every day you see 32-0 in fast break points and that disparity in that department. Just your reaction to it, and what would you attribute it to?
Well, I mean, I think, we turned them over quite a bit tonight. They had 19 turnovers, so that got our break going. But we want to run. We want to push the ball, so that's a good sign. A lot of activity defensively. We made our fair share of mistakes, but we made up for it with activity and got a lot of hands on balls and deflections and things like that spurred our break.
Even though both teams didn't have their full complement of players, how do games like this that go down to the wire? How do these prepare you for the postseason?
Yeah, I think it's good to go through those end-of-game situations, whether you're trying to get the ball in and get fouled or you're trying to take away a three-point shot at the end of the game. So, I think we obviously gave up the Pritchard three that we didn't like, but we got the ball in and executed on all our get-ins, so that was positive, made free throws. There was a lot of positive things in our performance, and then there was some sloppiness as well, and that let them back in the game. But overall, a win is a win, and this is a group that's a little bit tired and undermanned, and so I'm proud of them for getting the win.
Alex Schiffer with The Athletic.
Hey, Steve, I got two for you. Just what'd you make of Kyrie's game? It was a tough night for him offensively, but it seems like he made up for it in a lot of different areas.
Yeah, I mean, Kai had some steals, assists. Didn't have his typical scoring night, but it's few and far between that he doesn't score the ball at a prolific rate. So he did. I thought he definitely disrupted the basketball defensively, and overall he draws a lot of attention. So I thought he was great in a lot of different ways than we're accustomed to, and I thought his teammates really picked him up as well.
And then just in the second quarter, you guys really got going offensively. Just what do you think changed there that once you guys got going, you didn't really stop after that? I
thought we picked up our pace. We started to play faster, started to make quick decisions, put them in difficult decision-making positions, and, I think that sparked us.
Greg Logan with Newsday.
Steve, in the third period, it seemed like you were just kind of treading water there for a while. You had like 5 turnovers yourself. And then all of a sudden you got that, I think it was a 10-0 burst to kind of break it open. Was there anything you were emphasizing on defense there that kind of triggered that?
No, I just thought we played a little sharper. I think we forced some turnovers. We were in the right spots. We made less mistakes with our decision-making defensively that led to the turnovers. So it was a cleaner stretch defensively, and it fueled our break.
Christian Winfield with the New York Daily News.
Hey, Coach, what do you remember about Kyrie as a defender from your years playing, and do you think some of the criticism that he's gotten on the defensive end has been fair? Like, what have you made of his defensive performances this season as a whole?
When he's engaged, I think he can be, very good defensively. That's it. When he's engaged and at that end of the floor, he has energy. He can be excellent defensively.
Tom Dowd, BrooklynNets.com.
Hey, Steve, a little similar to Alex's question, but aside from Kyrie, Bruce Brown filled up the box score, DJ filled up the box score. When you're undermanned a little bit like this, how important is it to get those kind of across-the-board contributions from a bunch of guys?
You can't win without it, and I think that's why we're in the position we're in, because we've had, I think, 33 different starting lineups. We've had different rotations, different combinations on the floor, and guys have had to buy into the way we want to play and play for one another. And so, every night it's got to be someone else that steps up and has opportunities, but also fits in to what we want to do. And so I think that speaks to the spirit of the group and the willingness to try to pick each other up and to not worry about themselves, but to worry about the group. And that's been fantastic. So a lot of good performance. I thought DJ was great. I thought Bruce, although he has in foul trouble, did a lot of great things for us as usual. And you go down the line, guys made plays for us tonight.
James Herbert with CBS Sports.
Hey, Steve, it was an unusual situation for Mike James. You said pregame you hadn't even met him yet. What did you make of his shot making in the fourth, those back-to-back plays he made, and then just, how he handled this situation more generally?
I thought he did great. It's not an easy position to come in and meet your teammates for the first time and play an NBA game on national TV. So He's been in the league before, obviously, and he's had a terrific season in Europe. So we know he's a talented player. He obviously can score the ball, but I was really impressed with his pace, his ability to draw and kick, and to make the offense run faster and just create openings for his teammates.
Back to Greg Logan with Newsday.
Steve, we don't get to talk to you tomorrow, so I just wanted to ask if you still follow the Suns very much and what you think of the challenge you face against an offensive powerhouse like that on Sunday.
I mean, the Suns are as good as anybody in the league this year. They've been unbelievable. So we have a huge challenge. We're, again, going to be undermanned and going to have to step up and play together and fight and have that winning spirit. So we got our hands full on Sunday. Their team, I think, has 2 days off. So for us to run it back early on Sunday against a really top team is going to be a great challenge.
Thanks so much, Coach. We appreciate it.
Good night, everyone.
It will be a great challenge. Kyrie Irving, a little bit challenged on the floor tonight, 4 for 19 from the field, Frank, but a rebound shy of a triple-double.
Yeah, and he played some really good defense on Jason Tatum. A couple of times knocked the ball free, a couple of times knocked it right off of Jason Tatum's leg. And Steve Nash was asked about that, Kyrie being knocked early on as a defensive player. And I think Steve nailed it. He said when he's engaged, he can be an excellent defender. He can be a two-way player. And we've seen that a lot of times. Kyrie's going to get up to play against his former teammates. If he can play that kind of defense come playoff time, then that's a different story.
All right, we are ramping up towards the playoffs. When we come back, we'll hear from Ian Eagle and Sarah Kustok. They'll put a nice bow tie on this one from Barclays Center. The Nets winners 109-104 over Boston to